Lee Townsend, your state park ranger?
Yes.
For Marjorie Kinnan Rollins historic site? Okay.
Marjorie came here with her first husband, Charles Rollins, from Rochester, New York, in 1928. They were both journalists there, working for newspapers and magazines, and their goal in life was to write books. So when they found out about this place being for sale, they came in March of 28, and it was a citrus grove with over 1,600 citrus trees. And March is when they're all blooming. Well, they fell in love with it, so they decided it'd be a perfect place to write. They sold everything they had in Rochester, came here the same year in November of 28 to live. What they didn't plan on was the Depression. After being here for 5 years, they weren't having much success. Citrus was selling real low price. They weren't getting much published, and the relationship deteriorated, and he wanted to go back to New York.
What was his name?
Charles Rollins.
Charles Rollins. Okay, so that was her first husband. Okay.
But she was determined to stay here, so they ended up getting a divorce after being here 5 years. 8 years later, she remarried a man named Norton Baskin, who she met through her lawyer. He was a hotel manager running the old Marion Hotel in Ocala. They dated 8 years, remarried. She remarried him 8 years after she met him. They were married until she died in '53. And in her will, she left this property to the University of Florida for them to have as a writer's retreat. Before they took over the property, Mr. Baskin took all of her belongings out of the house. 17 years later, the university turned the property over to state park system so it could be restored and opened up.
Now, what period was that?
And then he done him a big favor by bringing almost everything he took out of the house and gave it back. So the house is set up like it was when she was here. Almost everything.